All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the American Dota League. We've got Pain Gaming International versus Pain Gaming Brazil, or just plain Pain Gaming. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I am Mott. Joining me tonight is Aosin. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, and you?
I'm doing great. We actually just saw a great game between Pain Gaming and Typical Mistakes, the first game of the night. This, of course, is our in-between game. We've got Pain and Pain, the two Pain brothers. And then afterwards, we'll have, of course, Typical Mistakes playing their next game against Arctic Gaming. Very excited for that. Saw a lot of good action in the previous game. Hopefully, all issues are fixed. Hopefully, you guys can hear me just fine. I apologize for any other issues that we're having. And yeah, looking to jump into the next pick ban phase. As you can see, we have the Bat Rider as well as the IO now coming out from both sides there with the bans, and another set of bans are going to be coming out here in just a moment. I'd like to remind everybody, AC cannot be here. He's on his way to DreamHack Summer, so I'll be casting for the next few days. So thanks for joining me. And 1 minute and 40 seconds left on reserve time. Pain Gaming, of course, they were victim to just a very fed Alchemist, as well as a very fed Lone Druid and Death Prophet as well, which is very interesting. So we'll see how they can rebound in this game, as we will get the next few picks coming out in just a moment here. You can see that there is, of course, the IO and Darkseer ban, and, of course, the Lifestealer ban to round it out in Pain Gaming. Well, they're going to pick something up here. And do you think it's going to be the Gyrocopter? Because that's what they went for first last time.
Not sure, actually. I mean, it could be anything. It's probably just going to be something they're really comfortable with, something that they feel it's the most safe. Keep in mind that Syllabear isn't banned. They can always go down that route and take the Syllabear first pick, but we'll have to see what they decide on getting.
Yeah, absolutely. And, of course, this was the team they played against last night, where Pain Gaming International, they picked up a Phantom Assassin IO combination, and Fullback, who apparently is a stand-in, by the way, just went absolutely nuts. They had a rough time down early in that bottom lane for the Radiant side. That's where Pain Gaming International was, but then they bounced back, and boy, did the crits come out from the side of Fullback, plus, of course, DDX initiating as well as Aftershock. Pain Gaming International looked really strong in that game. We'll have to see if Pain Gaming can rebound here up against this team after yesterday's little bit of a meltdown, I'd say. They do have a minute on reserve time, and they're going to go for Nature's Prophet, which was banned out in the previous game. Mino, an excellent split pusher with that hero. And the Visage coming out immediately, followed by the Clockwork, which was, in fact, played by Aftershock in the previous game yesterday. And those two very strong heroes together.
So, yeah, Furion, it's actually not that surprising. I mean, Typical Mistakes definitely did their research or has played against them a lot. It's something that they probably run a lot of the times. They're very confident with it. So it's like they're willing to first pick it. That's how much they value their Furion, or Nature's Prophet, sorry.
Yeah, and I guess that answers that question of them first picking the Gyrocopter. They didn't first pick it, but they did pick it up anyway, so I guess I get bonus points for that, so yay. Yay me. Yep. We see the Shadow Demon ban and the Treant Protector ban, also known as the Win Rate Protector, coming out from the side of Pain Gaming. Who doesn't love that hero?
Oh, man.
That's a sarcasm.
So
that's
annoying.
Kind of sarcasm right there a little bit, guys. Just throwing that out there.
No, it's not necessarily always the case. I mean, you definitely hate playing against him, but you definitely love having him on your side, so...
It's just like one of those things in Dota. It's like when you see a Coddle or PL and you're in a matchmaking game and you're like, really? It's all pick and you're going to pick that? You're going to do that? It's kind of the same thing sort of with Treant Protector. And it doesn't matter who you are. If you pick it, people will flame you. And you can direct all your hate mail towards Liquid IX Mike, ladies and gentlemen. So if you feel like Treant Protector is really annoying in the metagame right now, go ahead and just flow that direct hate over to IX Mike 88 for kind of just building that, as it were.
Definitely a very annoying hero, a very strong hero. That armor is just ridiculous. And I guess they banned him because I think having a Treant would just make it all that much more impossible to win against a tri-lane that has a Visage. So
10 seconds.
I mean, yeah, like, it's not even fair, because the damage is going to go onto Visage, and he'll be living armored up, and they'll be like, well, I mean, that doesn't really matter, so I guess my Soul Assumption is just going to be cast for free, and they're going to get a free kill out of it. The problem with Treant, though, is you generally try to be more defensive, I think, in the tri-lane, because he's not going to be doing a whole lot in terms of damage. Leech Seed is not going to be, you know, doing anything really that exciting, so...
Oh, that's no problem, man. You just right-click with him. He has like 100 base damage at level 3 or something.
The hammer fists. The hammer fists from the Treant Protector. Yeah, that's true. But, like, That attack animation is pretty slow. It's pretty easy to get out of his range if he gets close to you too. But like I understand what you're saying. There always is that option. But the bans are completed. At least, of course, the second ban round here. As you can see, we're going to see the Rubik ban from Pain Gaming International and the Syllabear coming out from Pain Gaming. And they might have nightmares from the way that Cakes played that in the last game. Of course, the ratings. I mean, not to give Case too much credit, but I mean, they just were in a rough time in that game altogether, and Pride not farming in that solo safe lane really also cost them. So we'll see if they can get a better lane going for that Gyrocopter to get farm, or at least just, you know, if he can play better, get some more CS. Nature's Prophet is going to help out a lot, I think, in terms of getting ganks early on and getting towers pushed as well. With Pain Gaming International, they've got the initiation that they really, really like. I mean, the Clockwork, and if they can round it out with a DDX Puck again, like we saw, or maybe even a DDX Invoker, which we talked about yesterday.
I was just about to say that. I really hope we see a DDX Invoker, so everyone can witness the true Invoker.
That's right. The magnificence that is the DDX Invoker. The Nyx Assassin coming out from Pain Gaming International, and that is going to be a really good support. I mean, Visage and Nyx Assassin together, that is a great lane already. I mean, you can really punish with that lane. Whatever, you know, hero you want to throw in that tri lane is going to be pretty nice to have. Pain Gaming, they've got a pickup of their own. They've got the Gyro, they've got the Nature's Prophet. They need some supports here. Rubik's been banned out, Shadow Demon's been banned out. Pain Gaming International doing a nice job banning out the heroes that are available for Pain Gaming Brazil. So,
yeah, I think at this stage, I think Pain Gaming Brazil is going to be fairly okay because they have the Furion. They can always turn any fight into like a 4v3 or that kind of thing. I'm expecting them to. I'm actually not too sure what's Rubik is banned out. Shadow Demon is banned out.
Maybe
I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
right.
I got it in just
Very
in
nice.
time. Yes.
Well done.
I've got these premonitions about things, guys.
Yeah,
It's like 2
so-
points for me right now. I don't know how many points. You've like 50 points, Aosin, I guess. If we're keeping score. But Keeper of the Light, yeah, that's good. But they need some disable in that lane if they... I mean, like we saw last time, they can send Gyrocopter solo safe lane, but they don't have the pick of the supports right now that they had in the previous game where they picked him up real quick. So that aggressive tri lane is not probably going to be coming out. They're probably going to throw the Keeper of the Light down bottom. Luna's going to be picked up here from Pain Gaming International. That's going to be their carry, along with Nyx Assassin and Visage, which is a disgusting lane. Luna with that early, just the Blessing, getting that damage aura going on, and of course Lucent Beam being a really great nuke on top of the nukes that they already have. If they even try to contest that tri lane, it's probably going to be the death of them on Pain Gaming. But still, there's a couple of supports available, like the Bane. You know, that could be a potential pickup for Pain Gaming as a support. But this leads to the question, who are the mids going to be right now? And, well, there's a couple options. And I think Pain Gaming International, especially with the lineup that Pain Gaming's running right now, is going to either go for DDX's Invoker or they're going to go for the Puck. And I'd probably give the edge to the Puck as much as I want to see the Invoker. I just think Puck works a little bit better here in the scenario. But they can ban it out as well, so that's another thing.
Yeah. Well, actually, that's not really the case. I think Invoker is actually better than Puck in this scenario because they have a Clockwork and they have a Nyx. Basically, anyone who gets stunned or cogged in, that's a free Sunstrike.
Yeah,
that's gonna blow someone up. Yeah. Pain Brazil picks up Bane. I think this is. I guess this is gonna have to be. They're definitely gonna safe lane this. I'm not sure if Pain International. Actually, Pain International must be contesting this. What I'm curious about is what they're gonna pick at the last to go up against a solo Furion up in the top lane, I believe. Yeah, top lane.
Well, they could send the Clockwork up there if they pick up a mid in a moment. I don't know. There's still a bunch of time left, and the bans are going to come out as well. So there's a whole lot of time for both teams to really decide what they want to do. Well, not a whole lot of time. I mean, 30 seconds of reserve time, that's counting down, and it's going to get to 0 pretty soon. 4 seconds of reserve time. So Pain Gaming's actually got to make a quicker decision here than Pain Gaming International. Pain Gaming International, they're just going to take some time here, think about what they want to ban out. At this point, it's probably going to be a mid hero. I don't see Gyro going mid. It's going to be the Queen of Pain. And that's a standard go-to mid-ban, I think, if anything. So.
Right.
And then the Warlock ban. Very interesting. Then again, like we said, these two teams are pretty familiar with each other, so maybe there's a Warlock strategy that Pain Gaming does. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm kind of surprised. Like, we haven't seen Magnus in a very long time. I still think he's, like, a really strong hero. I think if they picked up Magnus here, I think he'd work like really well with what they have here. Magnus Luna is like a really strong combo because an RP Shockwave is going to clear every single creep for you,
10
or
seconds remaining.
any other small creeps, and Luna Ultimate is just going to
5 seconds
destroy
remaining.
everything. But they have a lot of options here.
Reserve time.
Like you said, Puck, Invoker.
There's plenty of mid lane heroes available. I mean, they've got pretty much the entire mid hero selection available to them at this point,
10
with the exception of like
remaining.
Quap, Batrider.
Templar
And it's going to be
Assassin.
Templar Assassin, and I don't mind this pickup because you've already got a decent amount of AoE coming out from the Luna, even from mid to late game. Templar Assassin is going to provide you a lot of that burst damage, which is going to be really nice to have. And against the squishy lineup that Pain Gaming has, there's going to be, I think, a lot of kills going for that Templar Assassin if Pain Gaming's out of position. I think I agree with that pickup. I'm not sure how you feel about it.
I think it's okay. I would definitely prefer to see
10 seconds remaining.
Invoker, obviously, but not only because
5
it's a
seconds
DDX
remaining.
Invoker, but because I think it's a pretty good pick here. But okay, so yeah, they're gonna do another tri lane, and they're gonna let the gyro. They're gonna let the gyro solo mid, I think, so he can rocket barrage away the refraction, and it's like a really good matchup for gyro.
Yeah.
And they're gonna safe lane that tri lane. I think they're gonna safe tri. Yeah, they're definitely gonna safe tri lane, and they're gonna off lane that Furion. And I think that's gonna be for the early stage of the game. I think I would favor Pain Brazil's lineup over the international side, just because that Furion's presence is going to be a big game changer, and I think we're gonna see it happen here.
Yeah, I mean, and you generally do. Anytime you get that Furion up, if he can get levels, which he will, then he's going to be TPing all over the place. And Mino's done it before.
10 seconds
And so
remaining.
his presence will be, I mean, very available to the side of Pain Gaming, just all over the
5
place, mid,
seconds
bottom, top,
remaining.
wherever he wants to be, he can be with that teleportation. He's got to be careful, however. I mean, we've seen him dive a little too far before. But with that being said, we are going to jump into the game. And, of course, this is Pain International versus Pain Gaming. We will get a pause real quick, but with that happening, we're going to jump into some introductions here on the side of Pain International. We've got DDX on that Templar Assassin, 99999 on the Nyx Assassin, 2 assassins there. TT on the Visage, fullback will be on the Luna, and that leaves, I believe, Aftershock on the Clockwork, as he will be joining us momentarily. I'm sure he's, getting something sorted out, whether it's the bathroom, whether it's internet, who knows? You never really know. Meanwhile, on the side of Pain Brazil, or Pain Gaming just in general, we've got Ned up on that Bane, Mino on his favorite little Nature's Prophet there. BG420 on the gyrocopter, or excuse me, on the Keeper of the Light, it looks like. I can't click on him there. There we go. Fuzzy will be on the gyrocopter, and Pride is going to be on that Alchemist, which we saw yesterday up against Smeagol, and they did very well for themselves, by the way, and they couldn't seal the deal here, so they're just trying to get out of this losing streak that they've got going currently in the ADL. We'll see if they can take a victory off of Pain International, who played very well against them yesterday. And, of course, I want to remind everybody, if you want to watch a game, go ahead and purchase up the American Dota League ticket. That is very important. It's, I think, a really, really great tournament. You guys should check it out. It's always nice to be able to watch on Dota TV. And I want to remind everybody that AC is away on DreamHack Summer, so you've got to deal with me. My name is Mont, and joining me tonight is Aosin. And already it looks like Pain International, they want to go and do 4-man aggression bottom, but also looks like there's 3-man aggression coming out in the bottom jungle, at least just to make sure that these camps are not warded. But with these 4 heroes, potentially 5 heroes coming out from Pain International, they can pick up a very early kill here. So they've got to be very careful if you're on the side of Pain.
If they engage here, this is going to be very bad for Pain Brazil.
30 seconds.
But they do see them. They do catch them out with that that ward that the BG420 just placed. So they know what's up.
Yep. And they actually had a Treant down in the jungle. They had a Treant down in the jungle. There's a ward right here that's going to block this camp, I believe. That's going to be the only ward they place in this jungle. I thought they might go further, but I don't think they're too concerned. They know that this Furion's going top, so they don't really need to throw a whole lot of wards there. But this can be counter-warded if they have any sentries up here, which they should. Yep, they got 2 on the Bane right now, so there is that. And, well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, Gyrocopter, like you called, is going to go mid here up against the Templar Assassin. No, wait, fullback is going to go top. And, yeah, no, they're going to rotate everybody up there. So the tri lane's going to be defensive. DDX is going to be going in the mid lane up against that Gyrocopter who's being played by Fuzzy. So really what it comes down to is how effective can the Gyrocopter be with that Rocket Barrage? Can he make DDX use a lot of that mana on the refraction? Can he get a lot of damage done there as well? And Fuzzy, of course, he's going for Rocket Barrage first, and that's a big deal. And we'll see how DDX can handle this lane.
Yep.
no sideblades also make it very difficult early on too. So
I find it really interesting that Pain International isn't gonna aggressive trialing, but I guess they don't feel too confident going against the Furion. Oh, Aftershock's doing that unique trick.
oh, look at that! He actually got him to go through the trees and loop
Oh,
around.
no, he's not
That is
blocking.
something I've never seen. That is
He's not
something I've
blocking.
never seen.
I believe it was Rattlesnake. Was it Rattlesnake? I know it was one of the Chinese team. I can't remember which one, but one of the Chinese teams basically did that. It was really interesting to see, and it was really smart too. He basically just kept doing that for like 4 waves, and he saved up a bunch of creeps, and then let them all out in one go. Oh, but Aftershock seems to be having a little bit of trouble doing this.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably got to be a difficult maneuver. Meanwhile, DDX taking a lot of flat cannon as well as rocket barrage damage mid. And that's going to give 6 last hits to Fuzzy right now, 4 for DDX. DDX does have his bottle now, so he can, of course, grab the runes as well as the last hits and, of course, throw that refraction up a little bit more willingly. And Fuzzy's going to grab his bottle right now as well. Meanwhile, in the top lane, this is about as good as farm as fullback's going to get. He's got 6 last hits right now. No last hits going for either the Furion or for the Clockwork. The Clockwork sitting at level 1 right now, the Furion as well. So both heroes in a little bit of trouble right now. The Furion, of course, he can just head to the jungle, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Aftershock, he's kind of out of options here if he doesn't want to go down to that bottom lane. There's not a whole lot he can really do here except for maybe go for a gank. DDX is going to go ahead and pick up that illusion rune, and that rune control is going to be really nice to have. Meanwhile, of course, the homing missile is on DDX right now and getting chased around. Going to try to, of course, just use that refraction to block the damage, and we'll do so. And Kotal was roaming through maybe to chase after or maybe to help out here. We're going to see Mino just head to the jungle now, and this is a smart move from Mino, realizing he can't get any experience, but what do you do for your Aftershock? I mean, you've got to get experience somehow here.
He's just gonna have to continue blocking, and oh, he saw a blast at mid. He understands that he's in a safe position to walk up for a little bit, so he's gonna get a bit of experience here. But it's definitely not gonna be as effective as a Furion farming in the jungle. So we're gonna have to see what Pain International does to basically even this out.
Yeah, and you can see they're actually looking for Smoke Ink on mid right now, and that could be, you know, just a little bit of a change that they're looking for onto Fuzzy. Fuzzy's playing close here. They come right now. They need a Grave Chill or something. They don't have anything. Where's the Impale? There's the Grave Chill.
Ooh, they got the Courier.
Rocket Barrage, they hit the Courier. Fuzzy in some trouble, but nice jukes coming out. And they might be happy with that. And that Courier going down is huge, because now Fuzzy cannot bottle crow. But Visage is going to go down. That's first blood. It does get split up between Fuzzy as well as Mino, so the Creep's getting that kill. But now a TP coming in on 99999. He's in some trouble. He's got no spike, but he's got the Impale. That might save his life. He needs to get through these trees. And Mino, he's not going to chase after. It looks like there's going to be the keeper with a light blast. Not going to hit. 999 just barely escaping. So the Courier traded for first blood, and I'm not sure how I feel about that for Pain International here. But for Pain Gaming, probably a good pickup because Fuzzy avoided dying there.
I think it's a little bit in favor for the Courier. Visage is only level 2. He didn't give up too much experience, but in the end, I think it's pretty close right now.
I mean, we could just look at the graphs real quick, and that's a 500 experience lead going for Pain Gaming Brazil, and a 500 gold lead for Pain Gaming International. So, really even. I mean, yeah, that didn't change a whole lot. Ned's going to go ahead and just look for the haste rune here and maybe come up on the backside, but there's actually no dire wards here, it looks like. So they have no vision here for DDX down in that bottom lane in that bottom rune spot, so he's got to be very careful. And Aftershock, he's sitting still at level 2. Mino is up at 3 now, so he's doing very well. Fullback at 24 CS, he is leading the way. That's very important. He's already got his treads done. He's got to have a Wraith Band as well as 2 GG branches on top of that. Meanwhile, mid lane, Meld Strike on Fuzzy, and that's just going to push him back, so Fuzzy has to get back a little bit. DDX doing a nice job bottle crowing, kind of just laughing in Fuzzy's face saying, you don't have a Courier, that sucks. So
yeah, something to note about this though, it's like you're basically just having a farming war right now, and Alchemist is going for this incredibly greedy build. Yeah, he's going to outfarm this Luna in the early stages, and depending on what he does, I think if he picks up what I assume is going to be a Shadow Blade first, like he can do a lot with that, and I'm not sure if Pain International is going to have anything to deal with that pickup happen. So we're going to have to see what Alchemist does with all the gold he's getting here.
Yeah, I don't remember if he went Midas first last time around. I think he went straight in that Shadow Blade. I'm not sure though, but I mean, like you said, that could be a really good pickup. But at the same time, we saw yesterday Pride just on that Alchemist farmed so much and just wasn't able to accomplish the main goal, which of course is victory. Fuzzy now getting chased, and DDX just trying to get a few side blade damage in there. Now there's a TP rotation coming in and a fortification coming out. Mino's here. He's going to throw up those treants, maybe just try to push this back. Fullback not going for Moonglaive just yet. Obviously going for the Lunar Blessing, Lucent Beam as well. He is level 6, by the way, and they need to clear these treants before they want to try to fight, as that Eclipse is very important. There's the slow going, but Fuzzy has the haste in the mid lane. Courier will respawn, DDX taking some damage, but he's backing away. Now bottom lane, Aftershock will pick up the DD rune, and that's bottled up as well. He's level 3. And so he's starting to get some levels right now. Mino's still up in the top lane. He's 4. So the experience lead should be still going for Pain Gaming Brazil, but just barely. Gold is almost 1,000 now in favor of Pain International here, with fullback getting 37 CS. But then again, there's Greevil's Greed on the side of Pride here. And like you said, it's just a farming match.
Ooh, the Alchemist has picked up his item, and it is going to be a Midas. I guess this is also a good choice, because his skill build basically makes it so that he's like not too useful in the mid game. So by having this Midas, he can catch him in levels, and he can start putting points in the acid spray and be able to fight around the 15-minute mark. I would say. Yeah.
Right around that time probably is when he's going to be able to get his levels up, as well as of course his items that he actually needs. Mino and BC 420 are down here, and they're just going to try to go ahead and defend this tower. And that leaves only 2 supports down in the bottom lane, which one support, and that's Ned. So Aftershock's going to go ahead and just block this creep wave again. He's going to use the cogs one more time, and nice block again coming out with these cogs there. So that'll keep them in place. The one creep is just going to go to his death with the siege creep, as well as of course the melee creep, and that'll give some more room for Aftershock to at least not only get experience, but maybe even farm. And DDX now, he's sitting at 34 CS, comparison to 22 from Fuzzy, so it looks like Fuzzy actually had to head back home. Not sure why. Might have just been taking too much damage from DDX. There is Ned here. He doesn't have Fiend's Grip. He's only level 5 right now. Up in the top lane, they're going to just keep throwing this Illuminate up and just try to push this back as much as possible. They're doing a very good job of that. Meanwhile, now, 999 and TT are roaming through. No smoke. It looks like they don't need it. There's no ward on the map here for the Radiant side. So both Fuzzy as well as Ned could be in trouble. Ned is smoked up, by the way. And DDX is going to go for that top rune. It is going to be Invis, and now this Invis is also very important. We'll see if they can get anything done. Do they want to wrap around to the bottom lane? Looks like they do. And they want to go on. They're pinging on Mino right now. They're thinking about it here. Here they go. They're going to look for the Impale. There goes the Lucent Beam. The Grave Chill. Mino in trouble. And the kill going for the Visage. That was easy.
He was so dead. He was so dead.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing he can do about that. And I mean, BC420's like, I'm just going to throw an Illuminate out and hope it does something. But unfortunately, not going to really do anything. And that gives them at least a little bit more room to continue to pressure and push, as it looks like fullback is going to go for Helm of the Dominator next. And he's got it right now if he wants to pick up that Helm of the Iron Will.
Just
going to keep trying to push this tower. There's no fortification available. Down in the bottom lane, cogs are going. DD's still up on Aftershock. He's at level 5 very soon. There it goes. So close to 6, and that's really when you're going to see that clutch hookshot plays come in from Aftershock, if you can get some going. Alchemist is level 8 right now. Now they're going on mid, it looks like. There's, of course, 2 Sentry Wards here. DDX just trying to throw down some damage, but I think they spotted out 999 as well as the Visage here. I'm not 100% sure. We will see.
Yeah, they can definitely see them because they have a defensive observer ward on their side of the river, and it goes across to the other side. They definitely caught them out, so nothing will happen there. Right. We're just gonna head back to farm.
DDX continuing to farming right now. Fuzzy was taking one of the small camps. DDX at 43. Mino with that 1 death right now. Not too bad. He's almost at 6, as you can see. But, of course, that death does kind of put him behind, and Aftershock was getting a lot of experience. So they're actually almost tied up in terms of experience right now. Lowest person in experience is the Keeper of the Light. He's been roaming around, not doing a whole lot. He's only got 3 CS, and he's level 3 right now. And net worth, that should be going to the Alchemist, and in fact is because of that Midas. And, well, treads are done as well on top of that. The Luna does have the Helm of the Dominator. She's going to send that creep way down. As you can see, the Ursa Warrior is in position to start pulling. It's already pulled once there. Or stacking, excuse me. And Fuzzy now going to look for that bottom rune spot. TP coming in for Mino just to make sure. But Fuzzy's going to grab the regen, and DDX will have to back off, and he can't grab it anymore. So, once again, more farming coming out from both sides here. Just okay with hitting the levels they need to hit, hitting the quota they need to hit.
Yeah, this is a very it's a very passive game, and it's kind of expected from these kind of lineups. You can't really gank with like Coddle and Bane. It's not, it's like it's okay, but it's definitely not strong enough to kill a TA mid or beat their tri lane. So they can only resort to farming. They have to wait out for like their core items basically. I don't think Luna can fight.
Speaking of Luna top lane right now, there's going to be a fight going, and there's the Impale on Mino, and the Soul Assumption Visage just nukes him down. Now there's the Illuminate Visage. He's in some trouble. Oh, it just barely clips, and he'll fall. TP rotation from Ned. There's the Nyx. He's running away right now. Luna has no mana for that Eclipse. Luna in some trouble, just desperately trying to get away. They cannot chase her. She's one of the fastest moving heroes in the
Dire's
game.
bottom tower
And so a
is under
1-for-1 trade.
attack.
Visage going down, but the Nature's Prophet on the other side.
Yeah, they did a good job protecting their tower again. But yeah, like I was saying, they're just waiting out their items because Luna can't really fight without a BKB.
Shot on Fuzzy, and he's going to throw the call down. And actually now after shock, he's going to eat his way through. Nice job there, but... Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, not much going on again. So yeah, BKBs are going to be needed for them to fight. Mechs are going to be needed for them to fight. Both sides have like a fair amount of AoE.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And yeah,
Dire's top
one thing to
tower
mention,
is under
that
attack.
play at top, although Furion died, he was blocking the Visage with his trees. And it blocked him long enough that he was stuck within the Illuminate range. So I thought that was quite funny. That was a really good play by Mino.
Yeah, and he just
Microwaving
barely
his
got that
treats.
kill. I mean, and you just saw how much it clipped there. It was just barely. It's
Yeah.
like, I almost thought for sure he was going to get out of that, but didn't happen, unfortunately, for the side of that Visage. TT did go down there. Looking at the experience graph, it's back to even as Pain Gaming Brazil had a nice lead early on, but it's gone now. The gold is almost 1,000 in favor of Pain Gaming International, but still very early on here. It's about 13 minutes, well, 12:30. And the big deal, of course, is this Alchemist is starting to get fat. He's got that Midas, 2,300 gold in the bank. His net worth is eclipsing that of the Luna, no pun intended. And it looks like there's 3 heroes here for the side of Pain. DDX is sitting at 58 CS, and he hasn't gone down yet. He's got phase boots, perhaps going to go for Drum next, and he's pretty close to that himself. Meanwhile, Fuzzy, he's got Treads, and he's going to go immediately into that BKB with that Ogre Club pickup. At least he's going to start it anyway. Luna back in the top lane wants to take this tower. Fortification is available, so I don't know if they're going to let this go, but it looks like there's nobody coming up here, at least
Radiant's
not
top
until the
tower
Kotal
is
starts
under
walking up there.
attack.
There's the fortification, but
Radiant structures
I don't know. It looks
are
like they do want to
fortified.
take this.
I think they're gonna let it go this time. They've defended it long enough. They finally have to give it up. They don't have any other way to defend it now. They blew everything already.
Yep. And
So
DDX
they're
is
just gonna
going
keep
down.
farming.
Yeah. And I think they're putting a lot of eggs in the basket of the Alchemist here, but that's not to be surprised. And he's going to have that Midas up again off cooldown, and, well, there it goes. And he can use it again and just keep that Midas uptime going.
Use your Midas.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I was like, use it, use it, use it.
Oh, so he has 3,000 gold to see if he does go for the Shadow Blade, and yep, he picks up the Shadow Blade. I think this is the turning point for Pain now, or Pain Brazil, sorry. But
Yeah, that's tough.
they have to make something happen with the Shadow Blade now, because I think in the long run, like, Pain International is just, even though Alchemist has Goblin's Greed and he has Midas, Pain International is just gonna keep up, and I think they'll be able to outfarm them too because of this ancient stacking and their
Clean
ability
grip
to
on
take
DDX.
towers.
DDX is in a lot of trouble here. He's going to fall down. Bane's going to pick a back kill. Spike Carapace is going to go. Nice stun from the familiars. Here comes fullback. Eclipse, maybe. No, Lucent Beam first. There's a whole army coming in of creeps as well as treants right now. And they need to wait if they want to try to fight for this tower, because fullback does have that Eclipse available. It's level 2 as well, and he's got 1 point in glaives. If Fuzzy keeps diving here, he could potentially be in trouble. Ned going to throw up that Nightmare Aftershock. He's got that hook shot. He wants to go. Might go on Pride. The treants blocking his path. Very nicely done, Mino. And they're going to back off. So they'll pick up, I believe, 2 kills there. In the mid lane, actually might have been 1 for 1. The next assassin got the kill on the Keep of the Light, and the Bane got the kill on DDX. So yeah, 1 for 1 trade. Nice flare roaming in. And yeah, that was really good plays from the Nature's Prophet to block the path, of course, of the Clockwork from being able to hook shot in, because he wanted to do it. You saw he was looking for it.
Yep. So now Luna's doing her ancient stack. She picks up a Yasha instead. I'm not too sure how I feel about this. Definitely makes her like hit really, really hard. But like if you look at her health, she only has 910 health. I don't think this is something you can
Dire's top tower is
risk
under attack.
to go up against, you know, Alk with the Lothars and whatnot. So I think if they're willing to do something like this, I think what it's going to mean is that Pain International is really set on playing super passively and waiting this out to maybe another 15 minutes or so, and then taking a fight.
Which surprises me because they have a Templar Assassin who's generally most effective in the mid game, and we've only seen her get an assist and a death. Meanwhile, they're going to actually just try to go for these Ancients here, and fullback's very low in health. Mino looking for the kill right now. Eclipse is going to fly. One of it's going to go immediately onto a creep, but they will pick up that kill. There's the hook shot onto two, but where's the damage coming in right now? Meanwhile, here's CTT. He's got that Soul Assumption. He's going to use it. Bane's going to fall. Pride. He's got that Chemical Rage going. The Acid Spray doing some damage. Soul Assumption available again. Recall coming in from Fuzzy just in time. Soul Assumption on him. Nyx Assassin. He's in some trouble. It looks like he's Vendetta. No, he's not. He is going to go down. 3 for 2 trade right now. Pain's turning around, but here comes DDX. He wants to cut off the escape path. He might be able to pick up BG420. Absolutely can. No, don't run away, DDX. There he is. Pick up that kill, and there goes Templar Assassin with the Melt Strike, and here they go. They want to go on Fuzzy and Pride. Pride, he's in the cogs right now. Where's the battery assault? Where's the flare? Use something. No, Fuzzy. Fuzzy's going to grab that kill, but double kill for DDX. Wants to go on Mino. DDX, he can blink away. He's going to go for the Nature's Prophet right now. Mino trying to escape. Not going to happen. He's got Sprout in 3 seconds. He needs to use it. That Blink Dagger is off cooldown, but the Meld Strike with the triple kill for DDX. And somehow, I think Pain International comes out ahead on that fight. Don't quote me on it. I don't really know.
Yeah, I think Pain International did come out of it on top. They managed to protect most of their Ancient stack, and then they finished it off. And looks like they want to take Rosh here. I think it's a really good idea. They definitely can take it. So Pain International definitely getting ahead after that team fight.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ned throws down a Sentry Ward, but he's got no idea. Poor Ned Stark. Absolutely just no idea this is happening. DDX and fullback. What looks like DDX is just going to go ahead and pick up that Aegis, and that's what you want to have until fullback is really at 100% carry mode here. And you talked about that Yasha before that fight broke out, and casual Yasha definitely, I think, something good to pick up to try and fight early on with your team, but you do need that extra health as well as the BKB. The match community is really nice to have. The Illuminate barely clipping on TT, and of course 999 is just going to go throw up his spike care pace. But now the tier 1, this is a point of contestation. Fuzz is going to throw the call down, and that is only going to hit Aftershock, and of course that Illuminate's going to deal some damage, but it doesn't matter. Those familiars will just hit back. Meanwhile, DDX aggressive jump onto Fuzzy. Sprout looking to go. DDX, he can't move right now. He's got to meld. He's got to do something. He's going to eat his way out. No. He's in some trouble. Meld just going to avoid some tower damage. He's got to turn around. He's got to use that bottle. He's got to use the wand. Bottle, no charges left. Meanwhile, Nature Trap's going to go. They need, of course, some sort of initiation from anybody right now. And the Clockwork is coming. And that's an Illusion Room picked up by DDX, which will give him more health, as you can see. So they're still looking for a fight here. But diving aggressively was DDX. He could not get the kill there. And he actually just barely escaped with his life. And now DDX and 999 looking to go again. 999, he's got that Vendetta up. And they're still sitting right around this mid tower. Meanwhile, Pride is just looking to continue to farm bottom while this is all happening. And I don't know, they're encroaching here upon this tier 1 tower mid. The treants are going to fall down soon, but they will spot out some people, perhaps.
I don't think this is a fight Pain International can take. Fullback's going to take this.
Yeah.
They have to back this constant spam of spells. It makes it so difficult to push. Pain Brazil really in position to take this like super late. Like you have Wrath of Nature, you have Illuminate, you have Call Down, you have Acid Spray. You'll never get any creep into the base at this rate.
Ever.
Yeah.
Even
they're gonna have to. Yeah, they have to do something.
Type, so. Yeah, they need to be aggressive here. Right now, Alchemist is down pushing that bottom tower. Hook shot right onto him though. Where's the cogs? There they go. Pride's just going to try to right-click Aftershock here, but here's DDX with the Meld Strike. The Unstable Concoction's going to fly, but it doesn't matter. The Impale and the Mana Burn, that's enough, and that is a big kill. And Pride getting caught out once again, and that happened a lot last night, and that's just something you can't afford. You don't know where they are on the map. You shouldn't be down there pushing that tower. I'm not sure what he was expecting.
A lot of pings coming out from Pain Brazil. I'm not too sure what he's pinging about, but definitely pinging angrily, I'm assuming, on the Pain International side.
A lot of pings. There's like those pings.
When voice communication isn't enough,
Yeah.
you gotta
Your
spam that.
frustration needs to be just demonstrated through sheer clicking of a mouse button, you know that's when the BM comes and the anger. The spike carapace from 999, not in time there. Sorry, buddy, but that's all right. DDX, he's got an Invis rune, and this is dangerous for any one of these supports. Pick your choice here, Ned. I'm probably going to be the one to beat. Nope, it's going to be the Kodal. And then DDX blinks spawn to the high ground now, looking for more, but they can just go ahead and do that nightmare.
There's a grip.
Now there's a TP and DDX. I don't know what he was doing, but BG420 will go down. Bite-Size getting that kill. He still has that Aegis. Now everyone's going to get in position here. Let's see if the production ready to
this is going to be big.
The aftershock. Nice blink coming in. Big stuff. A lot of damage. Aftershock. That BKB Ned taking a lot of damage. 2 down on the side of pain. Ryback from Luna. No, from the Templar Assassin. Excuse me. Pull back. Backing off now. Here's TDX working on Fuzzy. There's the Lucid Beam. This is picking up that kill. No, this is Templar Assassin. Now they're focusing on Pride here. Pride, the uphill miss. The melt strike though. One more. No, 2 more. 1 more right now for DDX. He's looking for it. No, turn around. Turn around. No, the Soul Assumption is disjointed by, of course, the Invis, but there is the Centroid, and that will grab the kill. The double kill now. Now they're blinking forward. They're looking. They're looking. They want BG420 and a triple kill for DDX, who buys back, and he gets all that gold right back. Despite playing very aggressively, they decided to just drive past 2 different towers. They didn't even care. And they'll take a tier 1 tower on top of it as well.
Yeah, that was... I actually thought that was looking really bad for Pain International, but that buyback from DDX really paid off. They ended up securing a tower and wiping the entire team. It's definitely worth it. So now they...
An intense fight.
Yeah, they take a more commanding lead now. They're leading by 5,000 gold. Leading in about 9,000 experience, which is really big. Another thing to notice is I'm kind of surprised. Mino is really far behind. If you look at him, he only has Phase Boots, Basilius, and maybe a quarter way to his mech. And if you look at the Clockwork is he's balling out of control. He has like an urn, staff, and he has arcane boots. He's definitely doing a lot better. So yeah, Furion's not doing too much yet. I think it's going to be really important for Pain Brazil to make use of the Furion here, because it's really difficult for them to catch up in farm, and the only way they can do so is through the Furion, I believe.
It's going to hit 9999. Fortifications going, that TP. Not in time, not going to do any damage to Aftershock, who's looking for a hook shot, but now they're just going to push that back, and even with that acid spray, they're still not going to be able to get that tier 1 tower mid. Meanwhile, top lane, Luna, fullback, might be in some trouble as there's 3 heroes here. Lucid Beam looking to go on Mino, but now he's going to back off, realizing the rest of the team is coming for him. Meanwhile, Fuzzy, he's got a BKB, but I don't know if he can fight man mode on fullback. Fullback trying to run right now, and it looks like he actually wants to get that rocket barrage off. So it looks like fullback just says, no, let's not do this. Fuzzy's actually staying up here, though, and the rest of the team, well, at least TT is coming. And there's a Lucid Beam on Fuzzy right now. He does have that BKB. He's looking for the homing missile. Fuzzy now, rocket barrage. There's the BKB. Now he's going to TP out here, and that's a smart play. There's not a whole lot he could do in that scenario.
Yep. So Luna picks up her BKB. She has a Yasha, and she's holding on to 2,000 gold. She is very far ahead compared to the Alchemist. The Alchemist is a little bit over half of what she has, but it's really hard for the Alchemist right now, because not having just by having a Shadow Blade and Midas and Treads, he doesn't really do any damage. He doesn't do enough damage for the team. All the damage is relying on this Gyrocopter, and with just a BKB, he only does 100 damage. That's definitely not enough to take out the entire team. So they really need to wait for the Alchemist to pick up something. He needs to pick up something.
Now, 999 looks like he wants to go. There's the Vendetta on Ned and the Impale. Ned taking a lot of damage, and it looks like Ned is, in fact, nope, he's going to escape just barely. Somehow, some way, Ned does find a way to escape. Not even a problem, so very surprised that he got out of there, but it does happen. And I apologize for mic problems once again, but try to fix that.
Oh no, there's a lot of static. But yeah, I think this is a really good position for Pain International to start just taking the remaining 2 towers. By the time they finish taking the remaining 2 towers, they can take Roshan again, and I think by that point they should be in a very comfortable position to start breaking high ground.
Roshan will be available again in just a few moments. Well, actually like 3 or 4 minutes here. TP to the bottom lane right now. There's going to be the initiation coming in from Aftershock right now. Pride's just going to try to TP out with that BKB, and he will make it. But that tower will get denied. Very nicely done coming out from the side of TT with those TPs as well.
Bottom tower has been denied.
Oh man, Pride must be very frustrated right now. He's been working at that bottom tower for the longest time, and I think it's a really big deal too because they made him waste a 10-second BKB. I think that's a very big deal. So definitely a good play by Pain International.
Right, and well, they're gonna go mid right now. Mino trying to TP out. DDX just looking for enough damage. Not gonna have it. So Mino will get out scot-free there. And that's a Desolator done. Coming out for the side of the Templar Assassin. And just going to get hit by a homing missile. But at this point, it's 9-15. You've got a 10,000 experience lead. You've got a 7,500 gold lead. What do you need to do to really secure the win here if you're Pain International?
If you're
already touched on the Roche Pit, so that's one thing at least.
They just need to take the rest of the towers, farm a little longer, get... wait, let me take a look at their items. I think Visage will probably pick up the mech for their team. He's very close to it. Nyx Assassin has his blink already. I think they're in a really good position to just break high ground after taking the rest of the towers in a Roshan here.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most important thing for them basically is this blink dagger pickup for the Nyx Assassin is like really it's like a really big pickup for him because it basically allows him to start the fight for them. And I mean, once the Nyx Assassin stuns and pops Carapace, like he's done his job already. And most likely he'll probably pick up the Coddle. And if the Coddle goes down, that's a lot of defensive strength that Pain Brazil is going to lose. And without the Coddle, I don't think they can drag a fight on. And they're going to have to give up racks if that was to happen.
Yeah. Speaking of what they need to do, Roshan is available, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and just look for it now. So they're going to head into the Roche Pit here, and yeah, this should be a nice free Roche here for the side of DDX as well as his companions. DDX will probably pick this one up with that Desolator, that armor reduction already going, so Roche goes down very quickly. They're going to trade this for a top tier 1, but I mean, really, what it comes down to, it doesn't really matter, I mean, at this point. So that is going to be a nice pickup there. Roche going to go down. Actually, fullback goes ahead and picks that up. He's got the BKB done. He's got the Mantis Styles done. So now probably going to go for something like a Butterfly as he picks up the Eagle Song there. So as I speak about it, there it goes. The Butterfly pickup is coming, as you can see. And from time to time now, we're going to see DDX as well as Painant. They were looking for maybe an initiation in the top jungle, but it's not going to happen here. Pride's still trying to farm away. Looking at the items while we've got a second here. The Blink, the Force Staff on Aftershock, the Desolator, the Eagle Song, which will be done soon, Mech for TT, whereas you've got Fuzzy with a Demon Edge, which could eventually be an MKB or a... Meanwhile, while I'm saying this, they're pushing down mid, they get a kill on the Keeper of the Light. They're looking for a tier 2. Anyways, as I was saying, Fuzzy could go for, of course, that Divine Rapier, but I'm not sure if he will. And now it's looking like Pain International, they want to go for this tier 3. They've got the Aegis, they've got everything they need here, and why not? Fortification is going to fly out, and Alchemist has to TP back home. And they're pinging on him. I'm not sure what's happening. And Total says get back here, but the tier 3 will fall. Maybe the Rax is next. The Fortification already fell. Now here comes the call down. Fuzzy BKB is popped, as you can see. Alchemist is in here as well. DDX. There's the Beast Grip going on him right now. He has that. He just nice Force Staff coming out. I don't know who that was from, but that Force Staff was amazing. There's the Eclipse doing a lot of damage to Fuzzy, but fullback. He's gonna go down. He's got the Aegis. He's up again. Aftershock trying to survive. Maybe. Right.
Oh my god, Aftershock!
Oh, he gets the kill on Pride, but Pride is going to buy back immediately. He's trying to do some damage to that elimination. Mino's going to TP out. They take the melee racks, and now they're going to back off because Mino's TP'd right into the trees for whatever reason. But that looks like it's going to be it for that aggression. And they take the melee racks, and so that's good for them at least.
That was huge plays from Aftershock. It was him who force-staffed DDX out, and he almost died to the Alchemist, and he hook shots him and clears his cogs and gets away. And that was some really good play by Aftershock. Pain International only lost an Aegis for the Rax, so their job was done. And I think all they're gonna do now is safely farm again. Knowing Pain International, seeing how they played yesterday, I think they're just gonna safely farm up again. Just take their time, wait for Rosh, and then rinse and repeat. I think
Yeah.
that's what they're gonna do.
And I mean, they got that melee racks. They don't need to force anything else, and that was actually a pretty close fight. I mean, don't get me wrong, that fight was pretty close. So we'll see if they want to try to go for something like that again. I don't think so. Like you were talking about, they just want to kind of farm here, not really worry about anything else. It looks like it's actually there's a quarterstaff on the gyrocopter, so I'm not sure what he's going for himself. As he's got a Demon Edge and a quarterstaff. But the butterfly's done. DDX, meanwhile, doesn't care what Fuzzy has. He wants to kill Fuzzy. The hookshot long range does hit the blind. Fuzzy might survive because of it. No. Aftershock's going to pick up the kill. Now continue on chasing, looking for BG420. BG420, just barely
my
living.
God.
He had like 10 HP. Not even that. And now they're going to ping on the tier 2 tower. They want to head down here. And they want to take this, so...
Look at that Desolator buff. That's really, really
Radiant's bottom
awesome.
tower is under
That thing lasts 15 seconds and it reduces your armor by 7. That poor Caudle had -7 armor after 1 melt hit. That is really,
Radiant's
really
bottom tower
bad
has
news for
fallen.
the Caudle. He's going to get annihilated the moment he gets hit.
He's actually going to back off right now. Blink and
Oh.
Pale, Coddle, he's in some trouble. He's going to go down right now. This could be it. They're looking for the tier 3. He'll buy back. Nick's just probably purchasing up that Shadow Blade. Gyrocopter down for 10 seconds right now. Hit International, they want to take the tier 3. They're looking for racks as well. Now here comes Pride looking to fight. He's got a BKB. He gets stunned from the Spike Carapace. 999 taking a lot of damage as well as Fullback, who by the way is enfeebled. There's the stun. Fullback hasn't popped his BKB yet. There it goes. Eclipse is going to fly next. He's trying to do damage to Pride, but Fullback now stuck in place. Pride can't do damage to Incog. Fullback's going to fall down, but DDX, he's looking for the kill. Double kill for DDX, and they're going to keep going here. Now they're looking for more. Getting chased after. Ned, he's going to get impaled. He'll go down. And now it looks like that should be GG. Painter International, they'll take
Radiant's
the
bottom
ranged
barracks
racks. They're going to
has
continue to go
fallen.
forward, take the ranged racks in mid, and then potentially take the tier 3s as well on top of
Dire's
that.
top tower
And
is under
Fuzzy is
attack.
down again. Of course, Pride is down. Mina's going to try to push this back, but at this
Radiant's
point, it's all
middle
Painter
barracks
International
are
right
under
now.
attack. Radiant's middle
Yep.
barracks
So,
has
and
fallen.
then, like I mentioned before, that Blink Dagger on Nyx, he did exactly what I expected him to do. He went straight for the Caudle, and once you lose your Caudle, there's really not much you can do anymore once you lose your Caudle. You can't defend your racks when you're that far behind your enemy team. The only defensive spells they have remaining is pretty much going to come all from the gyro, and the gyro doesn't really have all that much. Like you mentioned before, he only has a Demon Edge, and then strangely enough, he picked up a quarterstaff. I think that might have been a mistake though. I think that definitely was a mistake. I think at this stage I would probably just sell it and keep going for the MKB, because the Luna does have her butterfly, and it's really important that he picks up his MKB, because otherwise I don't see how this Luna can possibly die.
Luna is, well, pretty fat as you can see. The Illuminate's going to go ahead and push this back, and hitting from low ground are the illusions, and there's a Dagon done for 999, and that's going to fly out eventually, but that might be a little too late as they're looking for this tier 3 push. The Treants are going to go. DDX throwing up a trap right now so that, of course, the Familiars can't escape. I think one of them actually went down there, but now they want to try to fight here. Spike Carapace is going to go. That's going to deal a lot of damage, and the Aftershock initiation, and the 4-step immediately out. They pick it up, and they go for the kill. Now Mino, he's getting chased down. Pride as well. Pride looking to go down here, but there's the BKB from fullback. BKB's everywhere. Eclipse is going, not doing a whole lot. The Melt Strike onto Fuzzy. Spike Carapace, he's getting stunned from it. Mino now taking more damage as well. Ned, he's in trouble. He's going to use that Beam Script, but Ned, he's not going to be alive too much longer. He's going to go down. Pride, he's going to fall. He's going to try to Shadow Blade. No, he will not fall. They do have the gem, however. They're going to keep chasing, as you can see. There's a Blink, 999. Just going to go ahead and pick up the kill. No, it comes from the side of the creeps. Team wipe coming out from Pain, Brazil, and that's going to be it. GG's going to be called, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was a really good engagement from Pain International. Aftershock is just putting on a show for everyone now. That was some very cheeky play by him.
Absolutely. And, one second, ladies and gentlemen. I need to fix something here. But that's going to be it. We're going to jump into the next game in just a moment, guys. So stick around. Once again, thanks for joining us. Make sure you check out AmericanDotaLeague.com. I'd like to thank Aosin for joining me tonight. Where can they find you, Aosin?
You can find me at twitter.com/EosinDota, and that's about it.
Excellent. All right, we're going to jump into the next game, guys. We'll be right back.
Shout out to Dota 2 Generals.